What's up, YouTube? How y'all doing? So, a quick update. Um, Weight loss update. I am down to 252 pounds. I'm just a little over, um, a little 15 days out of my 3 months since surgery. Surgery was April 19th. I roughly started the process on January 31st. I was 220 or 324 pounds. By the time I had surgery, April 19th, I was down to 300 pounds. 90 days, a little more than 90 days out, I am down roughly 48 pounds since surgery. Combined total of about 72, 73 pounds. So loving life, feeling great. Hope I'm looking good. I'm in an XL t-shirt, size 38 jeans, something I haven't been in since I was in my younger 20s, low 20s, as a matter of fact. Um, I've been roughly 300 plus pounds since I was 25, 24, somewhere in there. I used to work on a drive forklift, and I just packed away the pounds. But feeling good, doing good. But that's not why you're here. You're here because you want to know about uh, my GT. My GT. Bought it, got it June 25th. I have 199 miles on it. Nice round 200, if you will. Um, the good and the bad and the ugly about this board is the good is once you get it down, it's a hell of a lot of fun. I love it. I hop on, I ride around the neighborhood. We went camping this weekend at the coast, rode around camp, got to get the layout of the camp, got to run here, do this, do that, honey-do list, and it just made things super simple and a hell of a lot of fun. And made me want to run the trash to the trash can, want to ride over to the restroom, want to go get the kids from the playground. Normally I'd have to walk. Sure, I need to walk some more, but I could hop on my one wheel, glide over there, get the kids, glide back, and all was fun. In that 199 miles, I will let you know there is a learning curve. Part of that is if you're going to be a first time rider and you're getting a brand new board, leave it at the 21 and a half. I've got mine at 22 and a half psi because the tire has a break-in period. They say 50 miles. I'd say 75 to even 100 miles before you're going to get to a point where the tire is going to feel right. My tire was like like you'd look at the tire and it was like this. Like here was one outer edge and here was one inner edge, and it was horrible. But once I got to that 75, 80, 100 mile mark, as long as you leave it at a higher, don't go messing with the psi in the tire. Leave it at the higher amount, and the reason you want to do that is the more pressure you have in the tire, the more it's going to push this center part of your tire out. The more you push that center part of your tire out, and the more you ride it and break it in, the more you're going to gain a nice contact patch here. Once you do that, it's going to ride nice and smooth. It's going to be nice and carvy. I thought my tire was trash. I thought it was total hot garbage. And for the first 100 miles, I'd say it was total hot garbage. But after riding and getting past that 100 miles, I even ordered the Enduro. I haven't gotten it yet. I'm waiting on it, but I ordered the Enduro because I thought, gosh, this is horrible. I'm wobbling. I'm getting speed wobbles. It's terrible. But after that first 100 miles, it's great. I love it. I'm not going to put the Enduro on probably. I don't know. I might put it on just because now I'm super curious what everybody's ranting and raving about. I do hear that if you're going to put the Enduro on, don't put lifesavers on it. It'll push out the tire enough that it'll rub on there. Now, I don't know if that's all. I've just seen some videos on it. Jeff McCosker, I think is his name there at Float Life. He said, hey, if you have any issues with your tires, give us a call. We'll get you a replacement out. Send that one back to us. We'll get you taken care of. That's what we need in this community. I wish we got more of that with Future Motion. But I guess for a lot of people have had good success with the GT and getting it, them getting it, saying, hey, send it back. But I have watched some videos. One guy had to send his back like 3 times. So I haven't had any ghosting issues as of yet. There are people who have gotten ghosting issues at a higher mileage. I'm not there yet. I'm at 200, like I said, 199 miles. Overall, my board has been flawless. I've had no issues other than fighting the tire for the first 100 miles. So if you're a new rider and you buy a GT or even a pint, inflate that tire to the low to mid 20s. Ride that for 100 miles. It's gonna feel awkward, weird. You're gonna learn a lot better with that PSI because your feet are gonna get better. And then as that tire breaks in, it's just gonna feel better and better and better and better and better until the point where it's gonna be second nature. You're not even gonna notice anything. So the biggest takeaway is set that tire, leave it either at the 21 and a half, bump it up a little depending on your size. Like I said, when I bought it, I was in the 260, 265 range. I'm down into the low 250s now. I still keep my tire at 22 and a half PSI. Make sure you're checking it regularly. I'd say once a week, probably at least. If you haven't yet, the best way for me, quickest, fastest way, is you can go on Amazon and get one of these little Aramid Jobbers. If you're a person who keeps a backpack or something on you when you ride, get yourself one of these. It's a great way to throw some air. Doesn't take but a couple of minutes. It's also backup battery charger, all that good stuff. I think it cost me like $25. This one's Lamb Ghoul. And you just hit the button. Whoa, hit the button. It powers on. You set your PSI. See, I got mine set at 22 and a half. And you put this on. You hit the button. It takes it right up to 22 and a half, stops, pull it off, you're good to go. Like I said, for the OneWheel, this is great. If you're doing trail rides and you're going to be lowering your tire pressure, It's a great way to you lower it, and then when you're back on the street, you can raise it up. And it's small, compact. Throw it in your bag, whatever. Uh, but I would highly recommend it um, for doing this rather than having to fire up your air compressor or whatever to put air, bike pump, whatever. This is nice, quick, easy, and efficient. Um, I do suggest that if you're going to run the stock plates on this, that you run float plates so that you protect those. I've got float plates. I've got the flat um, from Craft and Ride. I've got the flat rear pad. Um, so much better for me as a big guy with big feet, size 12. My toes are hanging off, and when you have that super concave right there, it really causes foot fatigue pretty quickly. I couldn't go a mile or 2 miles maybe before I'd start having issues. Then I'd have to get off and relax a little bit and then get back on, ride for another mile or two, get off, do it again. I can put on about 5 miles. Some of that is learning and your feet getting used to it, and some of that is just getting the board set up so that it fits you and your comfort style. Um, the way it's set up now, I really like it. I've got the nice concave front pad that gives me the grip and stability to use that front foot to really maneuver, and then the flat pad keeps my rear foot more relaxed and less painful. So my first 200 miles, it's been amazing. I suggest if you've been looking at one, realize there is a learning curve and there is a tire break-in. I strongly suggest don't give up on the board too quickly. Give it a good 120 miles before you say this isn't for me. Um, I know that's a lot of miles, and you can't just send it back at that point. But I've seen so many videos of people who just after the first 60, 70 miles, oh, this isn't for me, and it was because I feel it was because their tire hadn't really gotten broken in well, and they had not reached that pinnacle sweet spot. So keep your tire inflated, mid to low 20s, depending on your size. Give it 100 miles before you make any rash decisions. Run float plates and check out some of the options for foot pads. Craft and Ride's got some really great foot pads. They've got a just some great options for the foot pads for these already, and those guys are amazing over there. You can text them, you can call them. I mean, it's awesome. So I highly recommend them. And anyway, guys, if you got any questions, any thoughts, anything, leave it down in below. I'll get to your questions. I always answer questions. And yeah, thanks for watching the video. Like, share, and subscribe. And I will catch you in the next one.